All right. What is going on, everyone? It is Jack. And today, we're going to be checking out a trailer that dropped earlier today, and it is the official trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's. If you want to go straight to the trailer reaction, I get it. You can check the timestamp for that. I wanted to talk just a tiny bit before, though. Give a little insight. I've been a fan of this franchise from the start. And I know it seems kind of hypocritical because I haven't fully played through it. I don't believe I fully played through any of the games because my computer can't really handle them. So I didn't really want to try to play through them if it's just going to be lagging a bunch. I've watched almost every single possible lore timeline video about the franchise. I watched Mark play through it. I watched Matt play through it. I have watched so many people play through this game. Loved every second of it. It is a very unique franchise, and I'm very excited for this adaptation because video game adaptations seem to be doing great this year. So I'm here for it. One thing that I'm really holding out hope for though, it's gotta be rated R. If it's PG-13, I think it's gonna do a lot worse. It's not gonna be taken as seriously, and I don't think it's going to continue or grow. I think it won't. They won't warrant extra films if they baby it down too much. And that may be a controversial take, but if you know the content of this franchise, you know it is very dark. And even if a lot of the stuff isn't necessarily explicitly stated all the time, it's real dark and very gruesome, very graphic. Even if it's just in subtle details or little bits of info told over time, it's not something that I think could be properly conveyed through PG-13 if they want to continue it and get the full scale of the story. And while I know this isn't necessarily just a one-to-one adaptation, and they seem to be taking some creative liberties with it, maybe that might not be the route they're going for. And if that's the case, that's fine. But just for me, obviously, I'm not expecting them to make 6 of these or whatever. But if they wanted to make a couple of these and capitalize on it, if Scott wanted to do that, then I think they got to go dark with it, and they just got to go for it. So we'll see if they do that. I do think, though not required, it would be really cool to see in some capacity Markiplier, Matt Pat, someone in the community involved directly with this in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's a side character or someone that has just a voiceover role, something, because the growth that that franchise had, it had mainly because of a few content creators that blew the game up. Because this seemed to be just a pretty basic indie game at the start. And then after the second or third one, they're like, this has some real traction. And they really started putting a lot into the lore. Because I know just from the start, they did not have all that planned out. So, we'll see where it goes. But I know after the first teaser that they did, the really short one that they dropped like a month ago, there was some skepticism about the red eyes and a few other things, but overall, it I mean it's Blumhouse. How Blumhouse hasn't really steered horror fans wrong very much in the last couple years or so, in that decade, whatever. Blumhouse is usually it's no small ordeal. Blumhouse is a pretty big deal and a pretty reputable horror production studio. So I have faith. Blumhouse, Universal, like I think it has the backings to be really great. But we won't know until we know. So, I feel like I should stop rambling and just kind of hop into it, check it out. And I know this isn't an episode or film thing, but remember, you can get the full uncut and early reactions for all the TV shows, movies in the future that I watch on Patreon down below. Let me know if you've played the games, and say without further ado, let's check this trailer out.
Hi, this is Mike. I was just calling to see if that job that you offered was still available.
Yes.
Matthew
I
Lillard.
would take anything.
This place was huge in the 80s with the kids. They shut it down years ago. The owner's just not ready to let it go yet.
I wonder why.
I understand.
Oh, God.
Give me your hand.
Oh. The- oh,
All you have to do
dear Lord.
is keep your eyes on the monitor.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbears, where fantasy and fun come to life.
Okay.
You must be new security guard.
Can I help you, officer?
Have you met them yet?
Met who?
Them.
Oh. Oh. Hell yes.
In the 80s, kids went missing. The police searched Freddy's top to bottom.
Hello?
Oh no.
That's why the place shut down.
There are ghost children possessing giant robots. Thanks for the heads up.
Sounds kind of silly when you say it like that.
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
Happy? Tell me how to stop them.
Is that a new animatronic? Oh, Jesus.
It's too late.
Robbie, go!
Oh, hell yes.
Why do I always get the weirdos?
Like Golden Freddy? I am pleasantly surprised with that trailer. So, there's a few things. It seems as
Possessing
though
giant robots?
they're making a bit of a joke about it, but there's a few things, like the scene with the kids in the field is very creepy. And I wonder if this is supposed to be a substitute for Phone Guy? Maybe. I'm also curious if this is supposed to be Mike Afton, Josh Hutcherson, or if it's just Mike, just some random Mike. But there was something I wanted to comment on, but then the trailer stuff started happening, so I didn't. When it showed, where was it? Hold on, I'll find it real quick. So it was like so like right when they walk, so like this does a lot, even though it seems small. Having the pictures up as a child from the 90s, early 2000s, this was a very common thing at whether it was, pizza places like Chuck E. Cheese or just restaurants in general, just drawing pictures of whatever. I don't know if I want to say mascot, but it was very common to draw pictures and have them up at places like this. And then if it was a place you frequented with your family, you could go there and be like, "Oh, look, that was the one I put up." And it was like, so it's a very small detail, but I like it because the attention to detail. Scott later on did a very good job at that. And I want to get another look at some of the animatronics because it seems like I'm trying to figure out if they. So I have a Funko Pop, and I know this is kind of irrelevant. For Walking Dead, it's of dog, and it's I don't know what the correct term is, but I don't want to say fluttered, but it has a texture to it. It's not just hard plastic, but it's not fur per se like a teddy bear, but it's got some sort of texture to it. I'm sorry I'm rubbing my eyes so much. The air quality here in Chicago with the wildfires right now is awful, and my eyes have been burning all day. Um, so I'm hoping the jump scares land well. Oh, and the ticket prize thing, love that so much. Yeah. Oh, that. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, oh, these are really cool. Like the ticket prize and Dave Buster's, and then I saw that. That is terrifying. Um. So, it looks like everyone is on stage and their routine starts, which is kind of creepy. But I was gonna say, what's a little weird is all the power stuff goes out, but he hasn't even switched it down yet. So I don't know what the deal is with that, or if he's supposed to be bringing his sister or daughter with him each time that he goes here.
Kids went missing.
But we heard the info about the kids going missing. That was someone being dragged away. That's creepy. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering if this girl is gonna be one of the victims.
They never found them.
Okay, so the eyes were lighting up a bit. I don't know if they're as bright red as they were before.
That's why the
Okay, so it looks like, oh, this looks like a family coming to scrap stuff.
shut down.
Yikes. And then
There are
he gets
ghosts
killed or taken.
possessing giant robots.
But yeah, so then this scene here is like, oh, so there's ghost children possession. That, it seems like a little bit of comedy on the side of it, which in the right context could be good. We'll see how it lands, though. But so then it's interesting trying to figure out who each of them is supposed to be. But there were 5.
Heads up.
So when the night shift starts,
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
so her name's Abby. Is that Abby? Abby? Hmm. Interesting. Oh, I don't know if that's a nightmare or if that's just them being creepy. Oh, well, considering the chair, or she's getting yanked off the chair, that's probably death. Or abduction, at least. Oh, man. Okay, so there seems to be a lot of other stuff going on. Mike's like beating people up. It seems like that other security guard is in the hospital. Mike definitely looks stabbed here or slashed. I know the audio's weird, but I feel like these are 2 different scenes, by the way. A lot of people have said that the scene with him in the chair, like, yeah, he's in the chair, but there's another scene where someone gets approached or taken, what have you.
Word 2.
But
Always get the weirdos.
that's so creepy. But I think that's Golden Freddy. Okay. So we got stuff with Scott. I heard rumors that there was some sort of Easter egg or something for YouTube stuff in here, but overall, I'm cautiously optimistic. I think regardless, I'm gonna probably enjoy it. It's just a matter of if the masses will enjoy it, because I feel like the cult following that it has, there will be your purists that are very critical of it and want it to be exactly like it is in the source material, and any slight differences they'll be very critical on. There'll be people that are just happy it's getting an adaptation in some capacity, and there'll be people that have no clue what it is and just go to see it because it looks good. So as long as it can appeal in some capacity to all of those groups, I think we're good. And I think it'll perform well. There haven't been a ton of great movies that have come out recently. So I hope that it'll just stick the landing. But we shall see. I don't have a ton else to say on it. When I get my new computer, if the desire's there, I might do some playthroughs of them. We'll see. If I did, though, I'd probably live stream it just because I feel like I'd lose my mind trying to do it solo. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this trailer and what you think about the franchise as a whole down below. Remember, you can get the full uncut and early reactions for all the TV shows and movies potentially in the future that I watch on Patreon down below. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And this has been Jack. And I'm out. Peace.